Hello, I'm Christina, and I'm going to take you through a guided sequence. Go ahead and come into a comfortable seat of your choosing. You may sit cross-legged, you may sit with your legs out straight, knees bent, whatever serves you. And then we'll just take a moment here to establish ourselves in our space. Begin to tune into your breathing. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. Consciously begin to deepen your breath, perhaps counting as you breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and then breathing out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just repeat that in your mind, staying focused on the breath. Letting go of any external thoughts, worries, concerns, to-do lists. Know that you are here. You have arrived. Let us gently open our eyes as we observe the space we are now in. Let your right ear begin to move over towards your right shoulder. And as you do this, take your left arm and reach it out to the side, keeping the elbow straight and the hand hovering the ground. Notice any sensations that may arise in the left side of your neck. And slowly turn the chin down toward the right shoulder. See if that changes your experience at all. And then rotate the head again. Now you might want to start to lift the fingers, pressing the heel of the hand away from you. See if that changes anything. You may also want to take your right hand, place it over your head, and even guide your ear closer toward the shoulder. Bring the fingertips down of the left hand, release the head, and bring it back up to center. Just notice the difference between your right and left side of your neck. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to bring the ear to the shoulder first. So left ear toward left shoulder. Making sure to keep your right shoulder relaxed down away from the ear. And then if you would like, float the hand off the ground, maybe about 6 inches. Breathing into the right side of the neck. And then turning the chin down toward the shoulder. Bringing it back and maybe flexing the heel of the hand down and pointing your fingers up. Notice if you're holding your breath and you're resisting. Try to relax. Now take your left hand if you wish. Everything's an option here. Draw the ear closer to the shoulder. Keep pressing the heel of the hand down. Breathe deeply and fully. And then let your fingers straighten out. Hand comes down. Hand releases from the head and bring it back up to center. All right. Let's lift our shoulders and begin to roll them back. Bending the elbows, just winding up through the shoulder joint. And feel free to move your head. And then take those shoulders forward. Good. Right. Let's bring the arms out to the side and your palms are now facing down. You're going to rotate the palms up. Your thumbs are pointing back behind you. And we're going to just bring the fingertips to the shoulders. Now, make sure your elbows are extending straight out from the shoulders, so they're not down here and they're not up here. They're right here. All right. Now, begin to draw the elbows back as you shine your sternum and your chest forward. Maybe lift your chin just a little bit here. Take a deep breath. Stay strong through your seat. And then as you exhale, your elbows are going to come forward as the chin comes to the chest. And maybe your elbows touch. Open up and breathe. Close and relax. Open up and breathe. Close and relax. One more time. Open up and breathe. Close and relax. Now, taking your fingertips away from your shoulders, extend your arms straight out in front of you so your palms are facing up. And then rotate the palms toward each other. We're going to pick up the right arm and cross it in front of the left. Turn the palms to face each other and clasp the fingers together. Now, make sure your shoulders are not hunched up here by your ears. Draw them down. Good. Now, take a deep breath in. Elbows are straight. As you exhale, you're going to roll the knuckles forward toward your chest. And then you're going to press it back out. Inhale, roll forward. Good for the wrists. Exhale, back out. A few more times. Inhale, roll. Exhale out. Inhale, roll. And exhale out. Good. Release. Cross the other way. Connect. Squeeze the palms together. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to go out. Do that a few more times. Breathing in. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay. Release and bring the arms down by your sides. Now, if you've been sitting with your feet crossed at your ankles, I want you to lean back onto your sit bones, lift your knees, uncross your feet, and cross them the other way. Let's reestablish our seat with our fingertips down on the ground. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Good. Now take your right palm, turn it away from the mat. Your left palm's going to stay down. We're going to breathe in. We begin to reach first. And then lean toward that left arm. Maybe you come to your elbow, your forearm. Roll that right shoulder up. Make a fist and rotate the wrist if that feels good. Now make sure your right sit bone is not trying to sneak off the ground. And then rotate your wrist the other way. Make a nice sweeping motion, taking that right arm all the way back, lifting yourself back up to that neutral spine, axial extension. Turn your left palm away from the ground. Reach up as you breathe in. Exhale, bend over to the side. Keeping your left sit bone heavy. Balling up your fist and rolling your wrist. You may look up. You can look forward. You can look down. Honor your body where it is right now. And roll the wrist the other way. And notice any areas of your body that are resisting or clenching. Try to soften and relax. Take a deep breath in. Reach it up again. And back down. Good. Now we're going to turn both palms away from the mat. Bring both arms straight up. Turn your palms forward and gently fold down, down, down toward the ground. Keep your seat heavy. And just nod your head up and down. Bring the head side to side like you're saying no. And then rise back up, sweeping the hands back towards you. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a spinal twist, taking your right palm and placing it on top of your left thigh. You're going to take your right hand or left hand and reach it back. Let it come behind you. Okay. So you're sitting up tall and we're imagining we're coiling up a spring, right? So we're moving our ribs, our chest, our shoulder, then the head, and look back over that left shoulder. Spiraling the energy, rooting down through our seats. And then if you'd like, take your left hand, lift it off the ground, bring it up behind you, rotate forward, and bring it to the outside of your right thigh. Now, you're going to draw inward, tuck your chin, draw your navel towards your spine as though you're doing a cat pose. And then release, your elbows are crossed. You're either going to give yourself a loving hug or you're going to wrap your forearms for eagle arms, okay? So you're just wrapping those forearms, bringing your palms together and lifting the elbows toward the sky. Really getting into those shoulders, upper back, any tension that might be lingering there. Beautiful. Release, take it back up. And this time we're going to bring the hands all the way to our heart. Beautiful. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So we'll begin by taking our left hand on top of the thigh. Right arm is just going to paint the wall as though you're painting the wall, reaching behind you. So begin by lifting through the crown of your head and then start to rotate ribs, shoulder, head, look over that shoulder. Breathe deeply. Now take your right palm, lift it off the ground. You're going to take it up, around, and cross in front of the left arm, hugging the outside of the thighs right below your knees. Draw your navel in, round through your thoracic spine, your upper back region, and tuck your chin. Let's release those thighs. Elbows are crossed, lifting up. Self-hug. Palms come to shoulders, elbows rise, or wrapping the forearms, lifting the elbows, peeking out to see what's going on. Deep breathing. And then release, uncross, unwind, bring the arms up, stretch your legs out long. And let's roll our ankles and roll our wrists. Now, if you've been sitting cross-legged, your legs probably are enjoying this. And take it the other way. Rotate. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring our palms down right alongside the hips. We're going to do some strengthening for the quads and the hip flexors. We're going to raise our right heel and then lower the right heel down. And then we're going to raise the left heel. Try not to sit back on your sit bones, okay? I'm going to actually turn sideways so that you can see. So we're not doing this, okay? We're here and here. Lift, really feel those muscles engage, and lower. Switching, lift, and lower. Yeah, the tendency is you want to lean back. Try not to. Lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Good. Now take your right leg, sweep it out to the side so you're not dragging your heel. Out and in. Out and in. Good. Out and in. Last one. Out and in. Good. Take a deep breath. Take the other leg out and in. Sit up tall. Out And in, out, and in. Last one. Out and in. Good. Okay, let's bend our knees and turn back and face you. So now your feet are going to be wider than your mat if you're facing your mat on the shorter edge, right? Fingertips are tented right behind you, and you're lifting your chest here, okay? We're going to do some windshield wipers. So the right knee is going to come down and the left knee is going to roll out to the side. So you're rolling across your gluteal muscles. And you're going to lift the knees back up and bring them to the other side. Don't worry if the knees don't come all the way down. Just roll across those gluteal muscles, side, side. Keep moving. Great for our hip mobility. The next time your right knee comes down and your left knee comes down, I want you to bring your hands around and turn and face the bent knee in front of you. All right? Now, bring your arms out in front. See if you can lift up. And then sit back down. Come across center, lift both knees. Go to the other side. And you can put your hands down to get your bearings first. This is not easy. Arms reach out, lift up, come up onto the knee. Sit back down. Come through center, knees lift. Go back to the other side. Lift up. Here we go. Up. Good. Down. Center. Last one. This time around. Here we go. Up. Down. And come back to center. Good job. All right. Bring your knees back together. We're going to come over onto our bellies. All right, so lie down on your belly. And we're going to have the elbows bent and the forearms down. So we're coming into a Sphinx pose. Legs are extended long. All right, from our Sphinx, we keep the chest lifted and gaze forward. Now, if this does not feel good in your back, especially your low back, bring your elbows slightly forward, bring your legs apart, whatever feels good, okay? All right, now, we're going to take the head and just turn to look over the right shoulder. And at the same time, bend the left knee. And then bring your head back to center and your leg comes down. Switch sides. Bend the knee. Back to center. This doesn't feel good. Maybe just do the head without the leg. One more time. All right, now take a deep breath. Let your chin come down. And you're going to start to peel up the belly, lifting your pelvis, lifting the tops of your thighs, staying on your knees. So you're doing a little abdominal crunch here, or a little abdominal wave, I should say. And then as you come back down, lift your gaze and look forward. Come back to Sphinx. So we're going to do that again. Take a breath in. As you exhale, peel your belly off the mat. Lift up into your little forearm plank. Come back down. More times. Inhale, lift the belly, lift the pelvis, rise up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale it up. Exhale back down. Good. Okay. Now we're going to bring our forehead down onto the backs of your hands. So your hands are going to be stacked. Right hand on top of left. Elbows out to the side. Forehead comes down. So we're just going to be lifting our legs alternately. Okay, so we're going to lift the right leg first. Keeping the leg straight, lift it up and lower it down. And take your left leg, lift it up and lower it down. Back to the right, lift it up and lower it down. Lift it up and lower it down. One more time each way, lift it up, lower down. Lift up and lower down. Good. Take a break here for a moment. Now bring your hands alongside your body. Turn your palms up. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to lift the upper body, just the upper body. Feet stay down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and come back down. Lift up again. So it's like you're doing locust, but you're only doing it halfway. And down. Up again. A little higher if you can. And down. This time, lift legs and arms. Come into a beautiful back bend. Breathe. And come back down. Flip the palms down and rest. Take some deep, full breaths. All right. Option here to either come back into Sphinx or to bring your forehead down on your stacked hands like we did before. What we're going to do is we're going to bend the right knee, 90-degree angle, flexing the right foot, and the left leg stays long. So you're really getting into your inner thighs and groin here. You don't want to roll to your side. You want to stay neutral, neutral pelvis as much as possible. You can be here or you can be up here. Now, going to lift that foot off the ground. Get that right foot up. If you need to put a pillow or a blanket underneath your knee, something for cushioning, please do so. And bring it down. Lift it up again. Breathing in. And bring it down. A few more times. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Last time. Inhale, hold it up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And bring it down. Good. Stretch that leg long. Rock your pelvis if you need to. Bend your knees if you want. All right, let's do the left side. So left knee bends, 90-degree angle. Right leg is straight. Lift the back foot and lower. And again, put something under the knee for support, for cushioning if you need to. And lower. Lift and lower. One more time. Lift and lower. Good. Let's do one more. Lift, hold it up, flex the foot, and lower. Good. Bring the legs out long. Rock your pelvis if you'd like. Again, bend your knees if you wish. All right, now legs are going to go out straight. Palms go right next to the chest. Elbows close to your ribs so they're not out here. And we're just going to lift that chest, come up, come back down. We're going to do this a few times. Light touch in the mat, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Lifting up. Exhale, lower. This time you're going to lift up all the way. Lift up your pelvis. Guide your hips back toward your heels. Come into child's pose. And from your child's pose, let's go ahead and stretch our arms way out toward the top of the mat. And then turn your palms toward each other, bend the elbows, pray your hands. Palms are going to come back down. We're going to rise up to tabletop. All right, let's turn our left palm or left fingers toward the left knee, right fingers toward the right knee. We're going to stretch out the wrists and forearms. So just begin to just kind of move from side to side, your hips going one way, your shoulders going the other way, pressing into your fingertips. And then maybe tucking your toes and moving your hips back, moving your chest forward, moving your hips back. Pressing down into those fingertips. Don't go beyond your limits. One more time. Take it back. Bring it forward. Turn the fingers back around. Whew, you might want to roll them out or wiggle your fingers if they're feeling a little tight. Now turn your fingers so they're facing toward each other. This. And with your middle fingers touching, you're going to rotate the fingers back out. All right, so now you've got your alignment. All right, let's let our bellies go down as the shoulders drop away from the ears. Chin lifts up for cow. Exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, round to cat. Do that 3 more times. Inhaling, exhaling. 2 more. One more. And then return to your neutral spine. At any time you need to come off your wrists, come down on your elbows and forearms. You can do cat-cow from right here. You can do pretty much everything we do from here. Okay, another option is to stay on your fingertips or make fists and rest on your knuckles. All right, make sure you've got some space behind you, and we're going to tuck the right toes under and extend that right leg long. Start to move on the ball of the foot, forward and back. So again, we're getting a little into the wrists here. And then floating your right foot off the ground, no higher than your hip. So it's not up here, okay? It's right here. You might start to feel the core muscles engage. We'll take the left arm and reach it forward. And I always like to add a little bit of movement through the wrist and the ankle here. So some rotation. Now, if you'd like, bend that right knee, turn your left palm away from you, see if you can find the foot back there. And if you can, press the foot into the hand and look over the shoulder. Keep lifting the right foot higher. And then release. Extend everything back out nice and long. Nice and long. Your hand will come down. Your knee will come down. Let's take it to the other side. Left toes tuck. Rocking forward and back on the ball of the foot. And lifting that left leg up, hip height. Taking your right arm and reaching forward, start to make your circles with your ankle and your wrist. Now let's bend that left knee, take the right palm, reach back. Maybe we find the foot or we just reach back. It's all good. Press the foot into the hand if you have it. Look over your right shoulder. And breathe. Good. Keep breathing. Release, extend everything back out. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down. Now, bring your knees wider than your hips. Guide your hips back towards your heels and reach your arms forward. All right, bring your hands back towards your knees. Come into this kneeling position. Your knees are apart. Just breathe for a moment. All right, we're going to come into downward dog. Take your time. You might want to pedal out your heels. Whatever serves you here. And just walk your feet a little bit closer toward the hands. Okay, so it's not quite a down dog like this. It's a closer dog. And then you're going to pick up your right hand and reach it around toward your left calf and look under your left shoulder. Call this one twisted dog. And then bring your right hand down, pick up your left hand, reach across, look under the shoulder, the elbow, the armpit, and then bring your hands back to center. All right, we're going to widen the stance, a little bit wider than our hips, and walk your hands back toward your feet. Now, bring your elbows above your knees and come into a flat back. Breathe deeply. And then you're going to drop your seat behind you even more and reach your arms out. Really get into those quads. And then you're going to raise your arms and stand up tall. Walk your feet a little bit closer together. Exhale and fold down towards your feet. Let's reach for our opposite elbows and sway the body side to side. All right. Release your elbows, drop your seat behind you, bring your arms out in front of you again. So you're in this squatting pose here. Take a deep breath, rise to stand, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold back down. Hands on shins, breathe, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to shins. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale to heart. Last time. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. All the way up. Hands at your heart. Okay, step so that you're facing the shorter edges of your mat. Make sure you can see me. Legs are wide. Feet, toes are pointing straight ahead. Hands behind the head. We're going to do some good mornings. So regardless of the time of the day it is, we're just interlacing our fingers behind the head, drawing the elbows back, lifting the sternum, soft knees, diving halfway down. So we're not going all the way down, pressing into the soles of the feet and then breathing in as we lift up. Exhale as we come down. Press into your feet, lift back up. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale, come down. Hold it here. Take your arms out to the side like you're flying, like an airplane. And then let your fingertips either come to blocks or to the edge of your mat. Your right hand's going to stay down, and your left arm is going to reach out to the side. Rotate and twist. We're going to start to make some circles from our shoulder. And you can move your head with this movement. That feels good. Circle it to the back. Good. Next time the arm comes up, keep it up, rotate a little bit more, and bring it down. Take the right arm to the back, open and twist. Turn the palm forward, begin your circles through that shoulder joint. And then circle it back. One more time, reach it up a little bit more and bring it back down. Good. All right, from here, we're just going to bend our right knee, straightening the left, and then bend the left, straighten the right. So you're just going from side to side in a dynamic movement here. And you can also bring your hands to your waist or above your knees. Just go side to side. Now, the next time you bend the right knee, stay there. Keep breathing. Remember, your hands can be down. They could be on blocks. They could be on something. Could even be on a chair. Then come back, bend the other knee. Come on down. And then straighten both legs. Here we are. Arms come back out to the side and reach up. And make a star shape. Beautiful. Let your right arm come down the outside of your right thigh and just lean toward the right. With this wide base. Your feet are nice and wide. And then draw your elbow back. So bend your elbow, roll it back, open through the shoulder and chest, and then reach it back over your head again. Now let's switch sides. Come on back up. Take the right arm, reach toward the left. Maybe look up. Bend the elbow, 90-degree angle. Draw the elbow and shoulder back. Oh, should feel nice, I hope. Breathe deeply. Reach it back over your head again. All the way back up. All right, place both hands on your waist. We're going to bend the right knee. And as we bend the right knee, we're going to take the left hand, bring it down to either the ankle or right beside the knee, and the right arm's going to go up. Good. Come back through center. Both legs are straight. Exhale the other way. So you could be here. You could be here. Back to center. Exhale, bend. Back to center. Exhale, bend. Back to center. Now, walk your feet just slightly in, not all the way, but slightly. So you're a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Going to lift that right leg out to the side and raise your left arm. Then raise your right arm and balance on that left leg. And maybe you do a few ankle circles. If you really want to get fancy, add your wrists. And bring your right leg down. Let's do the same thing, other side. Call this the super people pose. You are a superstar. And bring the foot back down. Beautiful job. Take a deep breath in. As your hands come to your heart, bring your heels in and your toes out and just sink down into a goddess squat. As you inhale, raise the arms back up. As you exhale, goddess squat. Go a little deeper. Inhale back up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale back up. Arms go out to the side. Exhale to fold. Beautiful job. And you might have your blocks here. Going to walk the feet closer together. Sink the hips down. Come all the way down. Bring your hands behind you and have a seat. Bringing the soles of your feet together. Beautiful. Okay. Sit up tall. You can let your elbows guide your knees down. Okay. Or you can bind behind the feet. Lift through the crown of your head. Notice how you feel. And then slowly start to fold out toward your feet with a long, neutral spine. Take a breath in, sit up nice and tall. Take your right leg, extend it out. The left foot is going to come right to the inside of the right inner thigh. We're going to turn and face the right leg and then start to walk your way down the leg. You can also reach up and extend. You can use a band or something around your foot if you need it, and just fold over for your head to knee pose, or I call this nose to wherever it goes. Now, keeping your right elbow either on a block that you've placed on the inside of that right calf, or your elbow on top of your shin. You could be holding onto your right foot with your right hand. Bring your left hand to your waist and just roll that left side of the body up. Option here to take the arm, arc it up and over toward the foot. If you have the arm over your head, raise it back up, lift yourself back up, and we're going to switch sides. Left leg goes out, right heel comes into the groin or inner thigh. Turn to face your left leg, either walk your hands forward, reach up and extend forward, or place a strap or other object around your foot and draw back on the strap as you fold forward. If you want to do that lateral stretch here, you'll keep your right hand on the waist, left elbow on top of the shin or in front of the calf or on a block. Roll the right side of the ribs, the shoulder, the chest. Reach the arm up, bend the elbow. This is optional, remember. And bring it up, come all the way up, and extend both of your legs straight out in front of you. Take a deep breath with both legs extended long, and slowly fold over both legs. Take a deep breath in, rise up. We're going to take half boat. So draw those heels toward you as you bend your knees. You can bring your hands down if you need to. Lift the shins parallel to the floor. Reach out towards your toes. You can also extend the legs long. Whatever serves you here. Keep breathing. You can hold on if you need to. And then roll down onto your back. Bring your knees towards your chest. Circle the knees. Massage your low back. Circle your knees the other way. Now I invite you to find a wall close by that you can scoot up against and do legs up the wall for the last portion of the class. And this is where I'm going to leave you. So if you have a bolster or blanket or pillow that you'd like to prop underneath your sacrum, you can. The main thing is to keep the legs elevated. And I invite you to stay here for about 5 minutes. And when you're ready to come out after 5 minutes, just bend your knees, roll to your side, and take your time returning to the rest of your day. It's been a pleasure to guide you today. Until we meet again, namaste.